So the regular Tecno Camon 20 is the baby of the Tecno Camon 20 series, but don't underrate this device just yet. Keep watching this video and you'll find out why. The design of the Camon 20 is basically the same as other members of the series, except a few changes here and there. For instance, these cutout patterns at the back is still the same as it appears on the Tecno Camon 20 Premier. And by the way, I've actually reviewed the Camon 20 Premier here on the channel. You can actually click up here on the YouTube card to go and watch that video, or you can check it out in the description. The Tecno Camon 20 still maintains that flat iPhone-like design, which is my favorite design at the moment. The frame is glossy, which makes it quite slippery, meaning it could fall off your hand easily if you don't have a case on it. Unlike the cumbersome design of the Tecno Camon 20 Premier, I love the minimalist design of the regular Camon 20, and of course I prefer this camera cutout to the monstrous camera cutout on the Tecno Camon 20 Premier. At the bottom of the Tecno Camon 20, you get a down-firing speaker, a USB Type-C port, and a headphone jack. Unlike other models in the series like the Tecno Camon 20 Premier, the Camon 20 still retains the headphone jack, and at the top there is a second speaker, meaning the Tecno Camon 20 has stereo speakers. And there is also the SIM tray at the left side of the phone that can take 2 SIM cards and an SD card. This is also a feature that other models of the Camon 20 series are missing. For instance, the Camon 20 Premier, which is the one I have here, does not have space for an SD card, even though it has more than enough memory for you to use. So overall, I think the Tecno Camon 20 has a better design in all of the Tecno Camon 20 series. I love the portability and the simplicity of this design. The display on the Tecno Camon 20 is an AMOLED display, which is nice to see. I was actually thinking they would go with an LCD panel for the Tecno Camon 20 because it's the base model. However, you don't get the high refresh rate with the Tecno Camon 20, but you do get always on display. The display still functions just fine without the high refresh rate, but you will still feel the absence of the high refresh rate if you've used, like, let's say the Tecno Camon 20 Premier for instance. This display is 6.6 inches in size. It is totally flat with tiny bezels and a hole punch cutout for the selfie camera. Above all, this display is vibrant and bright enough for its price. You can watch HD videos here and it's clear enough and vibrant, but the brightness is not so high. The Tecno Camon 20 comes with the MediaTek Helio G85 processor. Now this is not a high-end chipset, it's a basic entry-level chipset by today's standard. It can play your games just fine, but not on a high graphics settings. I have tested it out on Call of Duty, which is my favorite game, and it's handling it just fine. But at some point during gaming, when you game for a long time with the device, you start noticing frame drops and all. So it might not be a good idea to buy this phone just for the gaming capabilities. You can look at other devices like the Tecno Camon 20 Premier instead. But for everyday regular use, you won't have any issues with this device. The Tecno Camon 20 comes with Android 13 from the box and the Tecno iOS skin on top. Bloatwares have been significantly reduced and some can be uninstalled. However, a few cannot be uninstalled and you will still get annoying ads. The Camon 20 comes with 8GB of RAM and 256GB internal storage options, which is more than enough for most people in my opinion. But if that is not enough for you, thankfully you have a space to insert an SD card and expand the storage. And also, something that is worthy of note here is that the regular Tecno Camon 20 does not support 5G. So if 5G is something that you're interested in, you might want to look at the Tecno Camon 20 Pro 5G or the Tecno Camon 20 Premier. As for the cameras, the main lens of the Camon 20 is 64 megapixel. It has a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a QVGA lens, which honestly does nothing. The Tecno Camon 20 cannot shoot 4K videos. It can only shoot 2K videos at 30 frames per second, and it can also shoot 1080p videos at 30 frames per second. It does not have any image stabilization of any sort. The selfie camera is 32 megapixel. So let's go out there and try out these cameras.